Hey everyone, this is Battlefront JD Gamer here, and today is June 17th, which is the day that I joined YouTube back in 2012. 3 years on, and my channel has grown far beyond anything I could have ever imagined when I first set it up. I'm now around 9,000 subscribers, and I've passed a grand total of 3 million views, which is absolutely unbelievable. Literally, I don't know what to say about that, except thanks. Thank you to each and every one of you for all your support over the last 3 years. I could never possibly have reached this point without all your support, and it means a hell of a lot to me. All of you guys, thank you so much. And I plan to repay you all with tons more content over this year. So, as a lot of you may already know, I've always had a habit of doing a celebratory video for each anniversary I've had on YouTube, and this year it's going to be no exception. The last 2 anniversaries, they sort of went together, with my 1-year anniversary video being based around recreating the prequel trilogy in Star Wars Battlefront 2, and that was complete with some extremely crappy commentary. I'm so sorry about those early ones, they were bad. I mean, real bad. Then last year's edition was a sort of sequel where I recreated the original trilogy in Star Wars Battlefront 2 with still reasonably crappy but a little bit better commentary. So this time I was kind of stuck for ideas. I've done all 6 movies. I could try doing the Clone Wars, but that would be a bit boring because you've seen all those maps before. And then I finally decided the best thing I could do here is give you what a lot of you have been asking me for over the last 3 years, which is a video with all of my personal top 10 mods. So that's what we got here. So I've decided to split things up into 2 lists. I've got my top 10 mods, which I classify as map packs, error mods, and total conversion mods. And then there's my top 10 maps, which are standalone custom maps only. So remember, all of this is my personal opinion, so don't crucify me over any of this. And there are tons of epic mods that are coming out this year, so my list is probably going to change at some point. But there's no need to delay, so here we go. Number 10, Ultimate Battlefront: The Clone Wars. Now, there are lots, and when I say lots, I mean a crap ton of Clone Wars based mods out there, and it makes it very difficult to pick and choose the best ones. Luckily, I love the Clone Wars era personally, and this one is a real standout mod. It's by Xavius, who has created some very impressive work for Star Wars Battlefront 2, and this is no exception. The mod adds 5 new maps: Abrogado Ra, Geonosis, Geonosis Arena, Dantooine, and Jalkan, and all of them are extremely good fun to play. The mod also offers a new area for each of the stock maps too, which is great to see, and as you can see from the gameplay here, the mod adds tons of new skins, weapons, and units, a lot of which are based on Star Wars lore, and includes some fan favourite characters such as Commanders Cody and Apo, as well as Captain Rex from the Clone Wars TV series, as well as some of Xavius' fanon characters too, which we've seen previously in his Saga of the 607th map pack. One real unique feature of this mod is its random sides that you get every time you play a map, so you never know which Legion you're going to get. There you have it, Ultimate Battlefront: The Clone Wars takes the number 10 spot. Number 9, Dev's Side Mod. Coming in at number 9 is Dev's Side Mod by Device, which is another massive Clone Wars based era mod, coming with a selection of classic Clone Wars legions such as the 501st, 212th Coruscant Guard, the 327th Star Corps, the 21st Nova Corps, and the 41st Elite Corps, all complete with their respective leaders. So we've got Apo, Cody, Fox, Fire, Bly, Device, Bakara, and Gree, all in their Phase 2 armour. It also comes with the generic classic white clones forming Device's own fanon 50X Elite Squadron. All of these brand new sides are absolutely fantastic to play as, with all of them featuring a shed load of new weapons, a lot of which are actually based on actual real-world guns, as well as some cool Star Wars lore-accurate guns too. There's also some cool new animations for the commanders, and using dual pistols in combat is great fun too. So as you all know if you watch my community series, this mod is also fully multiplayer compatible. Oh, and it has its own Mandalorian game mode too, which includes Pre Vizsla and his Darksaber. One word, badass. Great stuff for Clone Wars fans here. Number 8, the Soul Map Pack. Blasting in at number 8 is Freydwire Studios' Soul Map Pack. This is a recent release that finally compiles a series of maps based a little bit close to home. We've already seen releases of 3 of these maps, Luna, Earth and Venus, but now we've got them all, as well as Mars and Titan Xanadu too, as they're all meant to be played in one map pack. As with all of Freydwire's work, this is extremely well polished and pays huge attention to detail. The sides are extremely well put together and take some great consideration for the low oxygen atmosphere of some of the maps we see. And we also see Rebel and Imperial troops and even Luke Skywalker wearing various breathing apparatus to suit this. Speaking of Skywalker, he's not the only change to the heroes. The map pack adds tons of new heroes, such as Luke, Ram Kota, Ben Kenobi, Asajj Ventress, and a visually enhanced Count Dooku and Aayla Secura. No complaints here, it's a very unique idea, and its execution is out of this world. Number 7, Battlefront 0. If I could summarise this mod in one word, massive. I'm not actually sure I've played everything in this mod, as it's just so massive. Originally, it was only based on the Clone Wars, but Battlefront Zero by Mandarek offers content based on lots of different sources, including Star Wars The Clone Wars, Genndy Tartakovsky's Clone Wars micro-series, the Xbox and GameCube Clone Wars game, as well as various Clone Wars based novels, comics and game. But then Mandarek went one further and added in Galactic Civil War content, drawing in tons of stuff from the EU and the recently released Force Unleashed games. This mod adds tons of fan favourite characters from all your favourite clone commanders from Star Wars Clone Wars, such as Jet, Bly, Pons and Cody, as well as legendary Jedi characters such as Agent Kolar, Kit Fisto, Luminara Unduli, Barriss Offee, Eshu Shenron and Nadar Veb, as well as tons of Dooku's acolytes like Sarge Ventress, Sora Bulk, Severance Tarn and Trenox. Then there's the maps. We've got Moonlinst from the micro series, including Dirge, and my favourite Star Wars character, Arc Captain Fordo, as well as Tatooine Mos Gamos, which features a mechanical cyborg Darth Maul hell-bent on killing Ben Kenobi, as seen in the Old Wounds comic. Then there's Fuel, which features Sidon Prax, and then there's the Death Star, Starkiller's Revenge, which features the redeemed Galen Marek, and there's tons more. There's also tons of new game modes alongside all of this stuff. It's not all polished, but if you want the ultimate mod for content, this is the one for you. Number 6 is Mass Effect Unification. Currently in its version 1.2 state, and with some further releases still to come, the Mass Effect Unification mod by Freydwise Studios is an absolute masterpiece. Unlike all mods before it, it doesn't just change the sides and add a new era, it changes the very way you play Star Wars Battlefront 2. As the name suggests, it's based on the critically acclaimed Mass Effect video game series, and allows you to battle between the Systems Alliance, the Geth, and the Collectors on your favourite Star Wars Battlefront 2 maps, all the maps from the Soul Map Pack, as well as 3 brand new maps based on the games. The mod adds tons of fantastically modelled units, weapons and vehicles, and lots of intricate details including brand new animations, HUD, menu screen, sound effects, voiceovers and in-game soundtrack. This one is a definitive download for all fans of Mass Effect. Number 5. Battlefront Republic Commando. Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Republic Commando are 2 of my all-time favourite Star Wars games, and the 2 seem destined to combo up, with lots of different maps released over the years, including our favourite commandos of Delta Squad, as well as generic commandos popping up here and there. This year, however, the 2 games made the ultimate team-up in Anakin's Battlefront Republic Commando mod, which adds a whole new era to every stock map, allowing you to play as a selection of specialised Republic Commando classes, all armed with their own lethal, specialised weapons and abilities, as well as taking them on as Trandoshans, Elite Geonosians and battle droids of every sort. That's not all though, the mod breathes new life into Star Wars Battlefront 2's first person mode, allowing you to seamlessly transition from classic Battlefront third person to the infamous Republic Commando first person HUD, complete with the Mandalorian War Chants from RC's soundtrack as well as the game's VO, albeit in German. This mod truly is something special for fans of both games and easily makes my top 5. Number 4, the Mandalorian Wars project. Mandalorians, the ultimate badasses in Star Wars. The Mandalorian Wars project by Commander Fett is a personal favourite of mine, as it draws inspiration from my favourite of Dark Horse's Star Wars comic series, Jango Fett Open Seasons. It does take a little bit of knowledge of these characters in these comics to truly appreciate this mod, but either way it's a great experience just running around as a bunch of different coloured Jango and Boba Fetts and frying each other. Essentially, this mod is based on the Mandalorian civil war between 2 factions, the Death Watch and the True Mandalorians. The mod includes lots of main characters from the series, such as Tor Vizsla, the brutal Death Watch leader, Jasta Mareel, Jango Fett's mentor and leader of the True Mandalorians, and Montross, Jango's rival as seen in the Star Wars Bounty Hunter video game. And then of course Jango Fett himself. It's not just the new heroes that make this mod cool though, it also comes full of a whole new lethal arsenal of weapons from rockets, machine guns, wrist flamethrowers and jetpacks, and at long last it arms Jango Fett with his infamous dual pistols. This is the mod that truly lives up to the Mandalorian name and promises an epic experience. Number 3, Dark Times 2 Rising Sun. Third place goes to Maverichal's renowned Dark Times 2 Rising Sun mod, which adds tons of new content from the period known as the Dark Times. Years of work in the making, this mod is the ultimate compilation of Battlefront modding at its finest. With a grand total of 16 exclusive new maps, 105 game modes, a galaxy's worth of new units, force powers, vehicles and weapons, this mod offers tons of content. All of the maps are visually stunning and highly polished, with my favourites being Corellia, Coronet, Rail, Balmora and Dantooine, but there are tons more to choose from. Dark Times isn't short on units either, it adds a series of new interesting Stormtrooper variations such as the Jump Trooper, the Evo Trooper and Phase 1 Dark Troopers, whilst the rebels feature KOTHLIS militia from the Force Unleashed video games. Then there's the heroes. There's almost too many of them to count. There's Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, Starkiller, Bail Organa, Shadow Guards, and Maris Brood, just to name a few. These are especially fun to play as in the new game modes such as Wave and Duel. That's not all though, the mod also features its own campaign, Galactic Conquest mode, which is both challenging and great fun to play. As well as this, the mod changes lightsaber combat entirely by replacing the block move with a light attack, which also acts as a block, as well as a heavy attack which you combine with the new force powers to create devastating combos. Oh yeah, and as if that wasn't enough, you can also pilot the Millennium Falcon with Space Heroes. Just saying. Number 2, the Conversion Pack. Lots of Battlefront fans were unhappy to see that some of the best maps seen in the first game were omitted in the sequel, including classics such as Bespin Cloud City, Renvar, and the Kashyyyk map. No worries though, this mod has it covered. The Conversion Pack by Maverickal adds every single one of the original Battlefront 1 maps to Battlefront 2 and lots more. The mod allows you to recreate those battles in classic conquest mode just like in Battlefront 1, with AI controlling the heroes on the battlefield whilst you fight as the infantry. It also allows you to take to these new maps a brand new selection of sides alongside some of the EU's most renowned characters as hero units, including but not limited to Asajj Ventress, Kit Fisto, Dirge, Shakti, Karkatan, Desan, Wedge Antilles, Corran Horn, Sharad Het, Plo Koon, and Lando Calrissian. Not content with that, there's a whole new load of space battles and vehicles, and exclusive brand new maps such as Rat Attack and Endar Spire. That leads into the other main feature of this mod. Provided you have the version 1.3 patch installed, you can also play the Knights of the Old Republic era on all the stock maps, and the new ones too, so enjoy kicking ass as Revan, HK-47 and some of the most badass Sith Lords in history. The Conversion Pack is well worthy of the runner-up spot. Now before I unveil the number 1 spot, here are the honourable mentions that didn't quite make the top 10. The Clone Wars era mod beta, the Old Republic mod, El Fabricio's Space to Ground map packs, and 0827 Amp 1's Clone Wars mod. Number 1, Battlefront Extreme. Without a doubt, my all-time favourite mod. Arc Commander's Battlefront Extreme mod is a true masterpiece, including brand new content for both the Galactic Civil War and the Clone Wars eras. This era mod adds tons of new units, as well as a variety of clone legions, whilst maintaining a good balance between the two sides battling each other. All of the revamped sides feature brand new weapons, which are fantastic to try and combat, and provide a real different experience from the stock game. What's more, the mod adds tons of brand new heroes, such as Zam Wessel, Plo Koon, Sindralig, Starkiller, Shakti, and 2 variations of Karkatan. It also revamps lots of old heroes, offering an Episode 2 version of both Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi, as well as arming Jango and Boba Fett with a much more impressive array of weapons, and Jango is armed with his dual pistols, which is fantastic to see. All of the Jedi and Sith heroes now feature a Force Power charging ability, so they can unleash a devastating barrage of the selective Force Power. Then there's all the clone commanders too, with Cody, Fire, Gree, Bly, Bakara, Darman Skirata and Fordo all playable, with an impressive selection of lore-accurate weapons. The brilliant simplicity of this mod alongside all of this content give tons of replay value, and with multiplayer support it's the champion of mods for me. With an impressive list for you there's tons of content to keep you playing Battlefront 2 up until DICE's new release, but just in case you're more interested in standalone map releases, here's my quick top 10 of my favourite maps. Number 10, the Battle of UMBARA. An epic Clone Wars map from the legend brings us the Battle of UMBARA from Clone Wars Season 4, complete with Captain Rex, General Krell, the UMBARA militia, as well as all the epic vehicles and weapons seen in the episodes. Number 9, NABOO, Siege of Theed. An absolutely huge map brought to us by Bantha 55, based around the final Battle of Naboo scene from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, complete with the grassy plains, Naboo hangars, the streets of Theed, and pilotable Naboo starfighters. Number 8, KOTHLIS Sea Haven. Gab brings us an awesome tropical base map, which has some of the best scenery I've ever seen. It seems more like a holiday resort than a battlefield. It also comes complete with Battlefront Extreme support. Number 7, Coruscant Droid Invasion. Another map from Bantha 55 makes it in at 7th place. This map is equally huge to Naboo, and features tons of new units to help recreate the awesome Battle of Coruscant as seen in the Clone Wars micro-series animation. Also, it has Captain Fordo, so bonus points there. Number 6, ALDERAAN TREEFALL. Part of the Star Wars The Old Republic map pack alongside Belsavis, ALDERAAN TREEFALL by Zoom 5 is a superb recreation of the Star Wars The Old Republic Hope trailer, with units looking just like those from the trailer and the MMO itself. Hope to see more maps like this in the future. Number 5, Geonosis Freight Dock. A classic map here from Locutus. This map is a huge difference from all other Geonosis maps out there. It's a labyrinth of crates and machinery which make this map great fun on single and multiplayer. Number 4, Geonosis landing at Point Rain. One of the best pieces of work I've ever encountered when it comes to maps based on Star Wars The Clone Wars. This map recreates the Season 2 Geonosis arc complete with fantastic models for the clones, just like they look like in the show. Good to see Captain Rex and Cody finally get the map they deserve. Number 3, RAS Prosecutor Hangars. This map by AQT is based on the epic Republic Commando game and allows you to bring the fight to the Trandoshans with all the members of Delta Squad faithfully recreated and playable in game alongside all of their weapons. The mini campaign here is also great fun. Coming in at number 2 is Death Star 2, Emperor's Throne Room. This map by Maverictual faithfully recreates the final duel between Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader in Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. It pays incredible attention to detail and comes with lots of different game modes, including Hero Assault. And in at number 1 is NABOO Feed Hangar. My number 1 spot goes to this map by Kool-Aid 7G. I love the final duel in The Phantom Menace, and this map doesn't just successfully recreate the entire hangar down to every last detail, including the laser walls, the catwalk and the hangar, it also lets you recreate the duel itself between Darth Maul and a young Obi-Wan Kenobi. It also comes with Conquest mode for both Clone Wars and Galactic Civil War and offers some awesome new units, including Captain Panaka and Queen Amidala. Well worthy of the top spot. So there you have it, my top 10 mods and my top 10 maps for you right there. I highly recommend you check all of them out. Thank you all for all of your support over the last 3 years, and I look forward to doing plenty more here on YouTube. The celebration doesn't just stop there though. As plenty of my older videos are laggy and of fairly poor quality, I will be re-recording them all and uploading them as part of my brand new Star Wars Battlefront 2 Best Mods and Maps series as part of my final sprint towards the release of Star Wars Battlefront from DICE later this year. Thank you for watching everyone. Cheers.